Okay, ladies and gents, happy Valentine's Day to you all. Going to be drawing a guy by the name of Eros today, E-R-O-S, or Eros. And he was a primordial god, if I remember rightly, of ancient Greece. And he was the dude who the Romans copied, basically, and turned into Cupid. So Eros was the original go-to guy when you wanted to trick people into falling in love with you. So we're going to do a little cartoon version of him. And he used to use a bow and arrow. And basically he would shoot people, and then they would fall in love with someone. And it has been known for the arrow to go in some not very desirable places in the past. In the old ancient Greek myths, there was a story of a pig that got shot by one of the arrows. So someone fell in love with a pig. If I remember the book correctly, I'm pretty sure that Eros fell in love accidentally through one of his own arrows as well. I can't recall the exact story, but I'm sure that had something to do with a pig, actually. No, I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to make his bow a lot bigger than that. And when the Romans took the old Greek myths, they just rebadged them, basically, renamed the old characters, gave them a few new stories, but they kept the basis of the old tales. So essentially they just gave Eros a new name, which was Cupid. Is anyone doing anything nice for Valentine's Day today? Climbed back into bed. Lovely. Now, Eros here was traditionally portrayed as just like a young adult who was ripped to shreds, as most of the ancient Greeks were. And it was the Romans who turned him into that, you know, that cute little chubby kid who you see on Valentine's cards and whatnot. It was the Romans who did that, as far as I'm aware. So this is slightly inaccurate in that he's a baby, because the Greeks would have done him just as a, you know, a teenager or a young adult, or even an actual adult in some cases. But I'm I'm doing him as part Roman, part Greek. Either way, he's got his ass out, as those in the classical period tended to remind us of. So if I've got any Greeks listening, if you can confirm for me whether it's Eros or Eros, or not that it matters, but I always try and get my pronunciations right if I can. So here he is, butt naked. So we're going to do him with a bow and arrow. This was his weapon of choice back in the day. And as I said before, this is how he would essentially trick people into falling in love, I guess. Sneaky boy. Didn't always work out, but there you go. Love is a difficult game. So we're going to put his arrow on here somewhere as well. I'm going to make the canvas a bit bigger. So we've got room to play with. Okay, we're getting there slowly. And I think it was the Romans, but anyway, somewhere along the lines, some clever old person decided to put a heart on the end of the arrow, probably for marketing purposes. So maybe someone from the 20th century, I don't know, but somewhere along the lines someone put a heart on the arrow tip, which is just genius. Little Eros, there he is. Now we're going to put a bit more of a definition on him. And his butt. Not the roundest of butts, but I've done what I can. Just your average glute. Just tidy up a few bits here and there. There he is, Eros. Now, he would have had wings. I'm hearing you shout. because how else did he fly about? So we're going to pop some wings on him now. Tidy these up. Make them a bit more pointy on the end, a bit more aerodynamic, so he can fly about with ease. Okay, there's one wing. And there's another wing. Okay, second wing. Now he can fly. Okay, so we're gonna change those black, same as the rest of his body. And now he's ready to go off and create some lovebirds. Such power for such a little boy. Okay, cool. Now we're going to put some color onto him. I'm going to keep the wings white, as so. We're going to put a sky blue background. Because he's in the sky. Colour in his left hand. Just tidy up some of the detail in here. Okay. like so. We need a colour for the bow. Maybe something red. Yeah, maybe. And we'll have the arrow as pink. Okay. We're going to do his eye, or eyeball. Now he needs good eyes, because if he's flying about at a height, he needs to see where he's going, obviously, but he also needs to be on the lookout for his next victims, if you can call them victims. No, I don't like that eyebrow. That will do. We're going to put a little sparkle in his eye. Just put some shadow on the wings. Et voila. We'll do some shading on the skin as well. Now if the sun is above him, then we'll do the dark shading on the bottom. I'm also going to put some dark shades on the soles of his feet, just because they get worn down. There we go. Just finish off the detail of the background. And maybe we'll do something with his hair as well. A bit more lighter on top. Like so. I mean, he is in the Mediterranean, and his job is mostly outside. So he's going to have a good, yeah, he's going to have a good colour on top of his head. Right, now, just going to tidy up the last bits of his bow. This was done quite rushed. And the other side, just tidy it up. Okay. There is Eros. Hope you enjoyed that. We haven't quite finished with him. I'm going to continue until the little guy is complete, but for now, that's the main part of the drawing done. Okay, we'll have him pointing down like that. Whee! 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 wee, wee, dabba dabba wee. You know that video where the dogs are jumping and they say, oh, what does she say now? Is it Spanish or Portuguese? I can't remember now, but there's a video, like a meme, and there's dogs jumping over gates, and I'm sure that the person behind the vocals, they say, wee, wee. And by bada bada, I mean, I don't know what they're saying. If anyone can help me out with that, that'll be great. So, I forgot to color a toe. So if any of you have fallen in love, this guy's to blame. And make his eye a bit bigger. Eyeball. Okay. Now, we'll do a bit of the background. I'm going to save it first. So I don't lose it. Okay, now he's in the sky, which means it needs to look like the sky. So we're going to add a cloud. Or two clouds. And we're going to color him in. Or them in, I should say. Now you can sort of tell that he is where he needs to be, up in the sky, doing twirls. Whee! Whee! Okay. Now I was going to put some birds in there, but I'm feeling pretty lazy, so just going to do some strange ancient Greek style monsters in the sky. That will do for now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it clean, like so. Now then, I'm gonna save that, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a mask on young Eros. Because he is in, well, he's meant to be in lockdown. So, we're going to put a mask over the top of him like this. One bit round his ear. Maybe another bit down there. Whoops. And then tidy this up slightly. There he is. Now, this is Eros in quarantine. So we're going to bring the color back like so. We're going to color his mask. I'm going to try it in white. Just to keep things neutral for now, but we'll see how we'll step back and we'll see how it looks. And if we can get away with doing a bit more of a colorful mask, then we'll do that as well. Okay. So that looks okay. There's not too much white in the picture, which is always good. I'm going to get a lovey-dovey color somewhere in between red and purple. And I'm going to do some little hearts like this. Nothing too spectacular. Just press the power button accidentally. Okay. So we've got sort of hearts there. And then we're going to replicate them or duplicate, whichever the word is. So turn it into 4. We're going to double those, turn them into 8. And it just makes a nice pattern on the mask. So we'll move those over there. Create some more hearts. I think I'm going to steal this one. Whoops. Try that again. Steal this one here. And fill the gap there. Lovely. Maybe one more. So I'm going to erase all the ones that are outside of the mask and just keep the pattern as it's meant to be, like that. Cool. That's this quarantine mask sorted there. We're going to do something on the end of the arrow, which I wanted to do before, which is just a shine effect, a sparkle effect. Now this doesn't always work out first time, so we'll see how it goes. Might make that smaller. This is just to give a shine effect to pretty much anything that's pointy in cartoon land. So you get the circle directly over the point. You do a few lines. They don't have to be the same size. In fact, if they're different sizes, it gives the effect of sort of a change in light source, that kind of thing. So there's the flash, or a shine, whatever you want to call that, and it just gives a bit of an effect to something that's pointy, essentially. Okay, now we're going to save this as a different file, just so we've got one with the mask and one without as well. Now I think we're going to just add some text. And then we should be almost done. So this is Eros looking for people to fire his arrow at. So because it's a lockdown in the UK, I'm just in this strange world. Eros is in the UK. He can't find anyone, so he's essentially asking, where is everybody? Poor guy. Right, that'll do for now. Just going to do a very quick signature thing down here. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Anyone else used to say that in the 90s? And there we are. That's Eros, or Cupid as you may know him now. And this was done on the Surface Pro, which is Microsoft, and the software is called Autodesk Sketchbook Pro. And it is free. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. And I'll draw something very soon. Again, happy Valentine.